हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू स्टोरी अंडरलाइन। आज हम सेंट्रल एशियन कॉन्टैक्ट एंड इट्स रिजल्ट और इम्पैक्ट की बात करेंगे। लास्ट हमने मॉडर्न रूल की बात करी थी जिसमें हमने देखा द एज ऑफ शाकाज, खुशानाज एंड सातवाहनाज विच इज़ 200 BC to 200 AD is considered the most flourishing period according to Digha Nikaya, Mahavotsu and Milind Panho. So बात करते हैं सेंट्रल एशियन कॉन्टैक्ट एंड रिजल्ट। The period between 200 BC to 200 AD is considered dark age because no Indian rulers were ruling the country. The period is notable for intimate and widespread contact between Central Asia and India. The Greeks failed to establish united rule in India. Indo-Greeks जो आए थे 2nd century BC in northwestern region. They were first to cross Hind Kush. Causes of invasion क्या क्या थे Indo-Greeks के? Weakness of Seleucid Empire and Bactria में था growing pressure from Scythian tribes. Weak successors after Ashoka. सबसे पहले आए Shakas. They were people of Central Asia. They earned their revenue through long distance trade. Two Greek dynasties ruled northwestern India parallelly. नॉर्दर्न सत्रप्स जिसका कैपिटल था तक्षशिला एंड वेस्टर्न सत्रप्स जिसका कैपिटल था महाराष्ट्र. मोस्ट फेमस वाज मिलिंदा और मीनांदर ड्यूरिंग 165 to 145 BC. The capital of Shakas was Sakala and modern Sialkot in Punjab. The Milinda was converted to Buddhism by Nagasena और नागार्जुना. मिलिंद पन्हो आपने सुना होगा. The question of Milinda was written in Pali and originally in Sanskrit. Shakas के importance की बात करें so large number of coins were minted which were issued by Greeks. Shakas or Greeks were first rulers to issue coins attributed to kings. They were first to issue gold coins for monetary purpose. They introduced Hellenistic art, that is masculine art features which gave rise to Gandhar art. 5 branches of Shakas that existed in Afghanistan, Punjab, Mathura, वेस्टर्न इंडिया एंड अपर डेक्कन. मोस्ट फेमस था मिलिंदा और मिनांदर. फर्स्ट रूलर ऑफ शाका was मोगा. द नेक्स्ट मोस्ट फेमस रूलर was रुद्रदमन I ड्यूरिंग 130 to 150 AD, known for improving the Sudarshan Lake in Kathiawar made by Mauryans. He was lover of Sanskrit and issued first ever long inscriptions in Chaste Sanskrit in Junagadh inscription. Vikramaditya, king of Ujjain, during 58 BC was successful in driving out Shakas. It is considered era called Vikram Samvat, and now onwards Vikramaditya became a coveted title till 20th AD. Next are Parthians. They were originally from Iran. They controlled small portion during 1st century. Indian Sanskrit text mentioned them as Shaka Pahlwas. Most famous was Gondopharenus. During his reign, Saint Thomas, who was propagator of Christianity, came to India at Santham Church, Chennai. Next are Kushanas, 1st to 3rd AD. They are also called Tocharians or one of the 5 clan of Yuchi tribe. They were nomadic people from steppes of North Central Asia. They controlled the lower Indus basin, greater part of Gangetic basin, Central Asia to Northwest India. Unique opportunity for commingling of people and culture due to their vast empire. अलग अलग जगह से लोग आने लग गए और commingling of people and culture due to vast empire. The Kushanas adopted the title of Devputras. Coins में first phase रहता था king का और second Indian gods. He followed Vaishnavism and introduced tradition of worshipping ancestors known as Devkul. House of chiefs called Cadphises. During 50th AD, Cadphises I and Cadphises II. Cadphises I, that is Kajula Cadphises, was the founder. He occupied Kabul and issued coins in his name, adopted the epithet Dharmthida. Cadphises II was Vima Cadphises. He conquered whole northwestern India as far as Mathura, issued gold coins, title was given as Lord of Whole World, and promoted trade through Silk Route. Kanishka, also known as Second Ashoka, time period was 78 AD to 128 AD. His first capital was Purushapura or Peshwa and second was Mathura. He erected monastery and huge stupa and relic towers. Empire की extent की बात करें from Gandhar in west to Benares in the east, Kashmir in the north to Malwa in the south. The Kanishka is known for founding Shaka era जो शुरू हुई थी 78 AD में. He gave patronage to Buddhism, held Buddhist council at Kashmir during 72nd AD, where they evolved doctrine of Mahayana or Mahayan Buddhism. Patron of art, religion and literature, Gandhar art flourished during the period, also Greco, Roman and Indian. He followed the tolerant policy towards other religions. Huvinishk was son of Kanishk and the last ruler was Vasudev I, who was replaced by Nagas. बात करते हैं impact की, impact of Central Asian contact. So building activities now had several layers. Use of burnt brick for flooring and tiles for flooring and roofing. Construction of brick wells. Pottery was found red and techniques with thin fabrics. Polity की बात करें, so they adopted pompous titles like King of Kings, considered son of God. They introduced satrap system of government, that is empire was divided into satrapis. They had hereditary dual rule, two kings ruling the same kingdom at the same time. They introduced military governorship. Next आते हैं trade and science and technology. Introduced better cavalry and use of riding horses. They introduced turban, unique trousers, heavy long coat, cap, helmet and boots. याद रखें, important है. They made common the use of rein and saddles. They introduced heavy armored horsemen. They fought with spears and lances. The toe stirrup for movement. Kushanas were first rulers in India to issue gold coins in wide scale. The gold content was higher than Gupta's. याद रखिए, Kushanas के period में the gold content was higher than Gupta. They received gold through trade with Roman Empire in Central Asia. Science and tech की बात करें, so Indian astronomy was influenced by Greek ideas. Making of leather shoe began. Embassies were exchanged between India and Roman Empire. New practices like glass making. New elements in society की बात करें, so Greek Shakas and Kushanas became Indianized in course of time. They were absorbed in Indian society as Kshatri or second class. Foreigners adopted religion like Vaishnavism and Buddhism. So हमको यहाँ से ये भी पता चलता है, जो ब्रिटिश आए थे, they were neither absorbed nor adopted any religions but propagated Christianity. So ये सब चीजें भी आपको थोड़ी सी कनेक्ट करके चलनी है मॉडर्न से. ओरिजिन ऑफ महायान बुद्धिज्म. बुद्धिज्म में महायान बुद्धिज्म का ओरिजिन क्यों हुआ? बुद्धिज्म इन प्यूरिटिकल फॉर्म वाज टू एब्स्ट्रैक्ट फॉर फॉरेनर्स. सो वही बात थी, अगर पढ़ नहीं पा रहे हैं तो इमेज का ही वर्शिप कर लेते हैं. इसको बोला गया ग्रेटर व्हील वेयर इमेज ऑफ बुद्धा बिगैन टू बी वर्शिप्ड. कनिष्का बिकेम द पैटर्न ऑफ महायान बुद्धिज्म. ही ऑल्सो हेल्ड द थर्ड बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल, राइट, बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल एट कश्मीर इन 72 AD. सो कुशानास ब्रॉट other artisans trained in different schools. Hence the Indian craftsmen came in contact with Greek and Romans in northwest India and hence Gandhar art flourished. Image of Buddha were made in different Greco-Roman style. They later spread to Mathura school also. At the same time Buddhist caves were constructed at Maharashtra. Literature and learning की बात करें, so Sanskrit literature was written in Kavya style. During 150th AD they started using Chaste Sanskrit. Ashwaghosha wrote Buddha Charita. Mahayan Buddhism led to composition of numerous avadanas written in Buddhist hybrid Sanskrit. Use of curtains, that is for theatres, called Yavanika. Later Yavana were called all kinds of foreigners. So हमने देखा सेंट्रल एशियन कॉन्टैक्ट एंड रिजल्ट, जिसमें हमने देखा शाकाज, पार्थियंस, कुशानास. साथ में हमने देखा उसके इम्पैक्ट जो पड़े स्ट्रक्चर एंड पॉटरी पे, ट्रेड एंड साइंस एंड टेक, पॉलिटी, एलिमेंट्स इन सोसाइटी, ओरिजिन ऑफ महायान बुद्धिज्म जो हुआ था कनिष्क के कारण, जिसने थर्ड बुद्धिस्ट काउंसिल भी कराई थी एट कश्मीर. नेक्स्ट हमने देखा गंधार आर्ट एंड देन लिटरेचर एंड लर्निंग. सो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो पे जो होगा एज ऑफ सातवाहनास. सो मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो पे, तब तक के लिए ऑल द बेस्ट. थैंक यू.